Georgia is globally known for its wide variety of wines. My trip wouldn't be complete without tasting a few of them. So I decided to go to the root of it and discover the secret behind these famous wines.
I'm at the Twins Wine Cellar and Vineyard in Naparioli. Now, it's called Twins Wine Cellar because it's run by two twins. They took a small family business and they've converted that into a big, successful business now. Now, these guys offer a lot of very exciting things for tourists who come in here, but I'm going to take you through something that's most important and most interesting, and that is how they make their wine.
Twins Wine Cellar in Naparioli was set up in 1994. It was started just as winemaking, but the first cellar was made in 18th century. Our peak season starts at the middle of the August and it continues till the end of the October. The tourist that comes in Georgia, he wants to find out the real Georgian soul and traditions of winemaking and some other activities. So we offer all this to the tourists, and we have very cheap prices, and the quality and our service is much better.
So the first step in the process of winemaking is, of course, the picking of grapes. And the season when it's done is called the vintage season. It's from September to October. And this is a huge family activity. All the relatives come together and they do 1 or 2 days of real hard work. And then, of course, they party. But we'll come to the party stage later. We're at the first stage where we're picking some grapes.
The eastern region of Kakheti is Georgia's wine country. Hundreds of different grapes are grown here, and every village has its own particular variety. Almost everywhere you go in Kakheti, at almost any time of the day, you'll be invited to a glass of wine, and it's easy to find yourself wandering around in a semi-permanent mellow haze.
This is so fresh, and this reminds me of that famous saying, thoda khao, thoda piko. So we're done picking our grapes. Now the next step is going to be pressing. Alright, this is an 18th century cellar, and this is where I'm going to do my wine pressing. Now, this is how it used to happen, but when you come here at the Twins Wine Cellar, you get an opportunity to try it for yourself. That's exactly what I'm going to do right now. So I'm all set for crushing the grapes. This is going to give me the first step of wine, and here's my first step. Okay. Oh, there you go. Now this is the first stage of wine that's coming out after pressing of these grapes. And I'm actually going to taste my hard work. This may look funny, but I have to tell you, this is a whole lot of hard work. Oh, that's the first juice?
Yeah, that's the first glass.
Okay. Cheers. This is the first sip of my hard work, but of course he's going to show us how this juice actually turns into wine. So you saw the grape juice going underground. Now when the juice goes underground, it actually goes into a container which is called the quarry. If you've never seen a quarry, you're really lucky, because behind me is the world's largest monument for a quarry. This is exactly how the quarry looks like, and the entire wine formation process for the next 6 months happens in a quarry like this, which is buried underground. Just to let you know, this is the largest quarry monument in the world, and this is in Kakheti, Georgia.
The grape juice is stored in queveries and stirred every 4 hours for 6 months. This is where the juice turns into wine. The best Kakhetian white and red wines are made in this wine cellar.
So now it's time for the most exciting part of this entire process, which is the tasting of the wine. And today is a very, very special day because we've got one of the twin brothers, Mr. Gia. He's here with us, and what he's decided is something very, very special that he's doing for Weekend Out. What he's going to do is he's going to open a brand new quarry, and we're going to drink some fresh wine off it. Hi.
Hi.
Hi, thank you very much. Okay. So this is how it's actually done. This is actually, it looks yellow in color, and I was just understanding that this is very traditional Georgian white wine. Because of the query, this has a slightly darker color, so it looks like it's slightly yellow, but this is typically Georgian white wine, and this is how, you can't get an experience that's closer to how it's done. This is straight from the query into the glass, and we're enjoying this. Come on, Jos!
I was also challenged by the Georgians around me to drink the wine in a typically Georgian way. I have to tell you, it's not easy, but since this was a challenge, I had to take it up. Moreover, I didn't even have the heart to say no and disappoint the beautiful ladies who were ready to cheer for me. And I did it, and that too with finesse, even if I'm the only person who thought so. I was more than happy to do the traditional signing of the slate in which I drank. So next time you go there, make sure you sign one as well.